best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you in. Inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. They run with a veteran speedster. It's Kareem Hunt. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
And every time you step on a field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and off play action. Here's Mahomes. That's caught right side by Worthy. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there and a first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of. They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Mahomes now to throw. Slant route, that's complete to Travis Kelce. And they'll get this down to the 10. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right?
And Hunt will find his way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Two and now on first down. Throw left side. There's London. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. He'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3rd and 4. On play action, here's Tua. That one downfield for Dotson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep for KC, Xavier Worthy. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Partner, how he managed to get positive yardage out of that run, I have no idea. But a little juking, a little moving, got it done.
Got him 2 yards. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Out of the gun, Walker with it. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, And the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From midfield, here's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning. On first down, Mahomes. Throw left side, completion to Rice. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down. Now here's Mahomes. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Rice. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Xavier Worthy, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Go ahead.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll drop to throw. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Short throw caught by Pitts. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, Tagovailoa. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Second down and 3. Tua to throw again. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Tua. Throw out wide is incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A third quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. Robinson up the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 27.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Got London on the slant. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 catches in the 1st half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Here's Tua. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Tua going to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. And his kick is indeed good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary 1st step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Switch.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as the tackle made up near the 35.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Come on, fellas. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Yellow.
2nd and 11.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. We got three, fellas. We got three.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair, low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffer the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity.